Hello and welcome to another Canadian channel section. This video is for MBA 101, focusing on financial management. This is video 2 of financial management section, and I highly encourage you watch the videos in sequence unless you're on this channel to learn more about a particular topic. The textbook that I'm using to explain the topic is Financial Management Principles and Application by Titman et al. Diving straight onto the topic, let's understand what is the financial marketplace. As per the textbook, a security is a negotiable instrument that represents a financial claim. Basically, securities market allow businesses and individual investors to trade the securities issued by public corporation. A good example would be, say, if I own a restaurant and if I wanted to do an expensive renovation, which I could think gather additional revenue to the restaurant, then I could use the restaurant and its revenues as security and issue stock for individual investors to buy into the business. You are now able to raise the money through this stream. There are two types of markets. A primary market in which new, as opposed to previously issued securities, are bought and sold for the first time. In this market, firm issues new securities to raise money that they can use to help finance your businesses. The key feature of this primary market is that the firm selling securities actually receive the money raised. The restaurant example I used before was more hinged towards issuing stocks. The stock market is just one type of financial market. Financial markets are made by buying and selling numerous types of financial instruments, including equities, bonds, currencies, and derivatives. Financial markets rely heavily on informational transparency to ensure that the market set prices that are efficient and appropriate. The market prices of securities may not be indicative of the intrinsic value because of macroeconomic forces like taxes. Some financial markets are small with little activity, and others, like the New York Stock Exchange, trade trillions of dollars of securities daily. The equities or stock market is a financial market that enables investors to buy and sell shares of publicly traded companies. The primary stock market is where new issues of stock, called the initial public offering or IPOs, are sold. Any subsequent trading of stocks occur in the secondary market, where investors buy and sell securities that they already own. Now let's look at types of financial markets. Over-the-counter markets. An over-the-counter OTC market is a decentralized market, meaning it does not have a physical location, and trading is conducted electronically, in which market participant trade securities directly between two parties without a broker. An OTC market handles the exchange of publicly traded stocks that are not listed on the NYSE, NASDAQ, or American Stock Exchange. In general, companies that trade on OTC markets are smaller than those that trade on primary markets, as OTC markets require less regulation and cost less to use. Bond markets. A bond is a security in which an investor loans money for a defined period at a pre-established interest rate. You may think of a bond as an agreement between the lender and borrower that contains the details of the loan and its payments. Bonds are issued by corporations as well as by municipalities, states, sovereign governments to finance projects and operations. The bond markets sell securities such as notes and bills issued by the United States Treasury, for example. The bond market is also called the debt, credit, or fixed income market. Money markets. Typically, the money markets trade in products with highly liquid short-term maturities of maybe less than 1 year and characterized by a high degree of safety and relatively low return in interest. At the wholesale level, the money markets involve large volume trades between institutions and traders. At the retail level, they include money market mutual funds bought by individual investors and money markets opened by bank customers. Individuals may also invest in the money markets by buying short-term certificates of deposits, CDs, or municipal notes or US Treasury bills, among other examples. Derivatives market. A derivative is a contract between two or more parties whose value is based on an agreed upon underlying financial asset, like a security or a set of assets like an index. Derivatives are secondary securities whose value is solely derived from the value of primary securities that they are linked to. In and of itself, derivatives are worthless. Rather than trading stocks directly, a derivative market trades in futures and options contract and other advanced financial products that derive their values from underlying instruments like bonds, commodities, currencies, interest rates, market indices, and stocks. Forex market. The Forex, or the foreign exchange market, is a market in which participants can buy, sell, exchange, and speculate on currencies. As such, the Forex market is the most liquid market in the world, as cash is the most liquid of assets. The currency market handles more than 5 trillion in daily transaction, which is more than futures and equity markets combined. As with the OTC markets, the Forex market is also decentralized and consists of a global network of computers and brokers from all around the world. The Forex market is made up of banks, commercial companies, central banks, investment management firms, hedge funds, and retail Forex brokers and investors. With the last video about money principles and now this video about financial marketplace, we're building the fundamental blocks to understanding financial management. As I previously mentioned, you don't need to worry. This is an easy concept, and all the difficult process is handled by powerful computers and calculators. What's important is that you understand the concepts clearly. You can also subscribe to this playlist to keep a reference for future topics. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will be posting written notes on my website where you can easily download it for your reference or class. Your comments and feedbacks are always cherished and welcome. Look forward to seeing you in another topic. This is Can Indian Channel signing off. Peace.